Hello.
And welcome back to Books and Crannies.
Yeah, girl, Book Lovers Podcast.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Danielle.
Yeah, you are.
Yep, that's me. And today, my friends, we are finishing Ignite Me.
Yeah, we
by
are.
Tahereh Mafi. Chapters 41 through the end.
Yeah.
I had to reference our sign here for
that.
our YouTube friends. Check out our 6 sign.
Look at it. Look at it.
And it's not much, honestly.
No.
I am kind of disappointed in this one.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it later, but I was like, dang. Okay. But before we get into it, Sarah, how you doing? How was your freaking week?
It was bad.
Oh, no.
I got the stomach flu and spent 2 days puking.
That's terrible. I freaking hate puking.
And other things.
Yeah.
And then I spent the rest of the week still feeling like poo. The rest of the week was, it was a day or two. I don't remember.
It's been a haze.
It was a day. Today is my second day of not puking.
Well, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wonder if you got food poisoning or it was like a sick.
No, it was definitely a sick because I had like fever and body aches and all of that.
That's terrible.
Goodness.
I'm sorry.
And I still feel like poo.
I feel like that's one of the worst sicknesses.
Yeah.
Is to be just excreting.
I
I don't think that's a good word. I'm sorry.
It's
for
fine.
this occasion.
Yeah, I woke up on, I don't know, Tuesday, I guess, because Monday I was fine. I worked on Monday, and then woke up at like 5 a.m. on Tuesday and was like, oh no.
Oh no.
And like went to the bathroom, sat there for a little while, went back to bed, sat up 5 minutes later and puked into a garbage bag that I had by my bed because I was like, I don't feel good.
Oh no.
And then it didn't stop.
That's really terrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling better today.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I just ate some greasy chicken fingers and now I feel like I might die again. So
Hopefully you don't die mid-episode.
we'll see.
You are not allowed to die. In fact, I require your presence.
Well,
So,
how was your week?
it was alright. I'm just really pooped. I don't know why this one was so grating. I think my daughter was going through a sleep regression, hardcore,
Yeah.
over the weekend and last week, where she refused to nap, and then she was waking up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. and being awake for 3 hours, and it was horrible. But she did nap this week at least. I just am like recovering, I think.
That's fair.
And I'm silly and very much a night person, but I have to wake up at 6 a.m. every day I work, so
I feel that.
yeah. So I go to bed at 11 or 12, and then I'm like, why am I so tired all the time?
Uh-huh.
Although the first night my daughter actually slept through again, I was like, wow, I feel like a person the next morning.
Yeah.
Because that was brutal. But I'm fine otherwise.
That's good.
Nothing crazy happening in my little world.
Wow.
Yeah. I just, did stuff. Took care of children. Went and did other things.
Did you have any fun outings with the kids this week?
We went to the Children's Museum.
Okay.
It's off I-25. It's the like weird balloon looking thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cute. They have a whole like baby toddler room. So we spent most of our time there.
Cool.
Because baby and toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. Other than that, we just hit up some parks and, kept it a little more low key. The week before that, I was like, every day we're going out for like a grand adventure.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah.
And like timing it well to get 2 kids to nap.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3 for 3 days of 2 kids napping at the same time.
Wow.
I know. Pretty freaking cool, man.
Hopefully that just becomes a new norm now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's my hope. I just have to like plan activities to be as early as possible.
Yeah.
And then get back in time for lunch. But
Yeah.
it was a fine week. I didn't really
good.
do it. I mean, I saw my brother, which was
yeah.
fun. We played a lot of Cards Against Humanity, and that game
Nice.
always makes me chuckle. And they had like every expansion pack ever.
Yeah.
And so it was extra silly.
Nice.
And my daughter is afraid of my brother, so we're trying to do
Oh.
more exposure therapy.
Good.
Like shaking afraid.
Aw.
The not this time, but the time before we met up because my aunt was in town,
Mm-hmm.
and I like turned and he was there, and I gave him a hug, and she started screaming, and like her entire body was shaking for a good
Aw.
like 5-10 minutes, and I was like, "What is happening?" She's never had that reaction to anybody ever.
Yeah. Well,
Even
and
my
it's
dad.
not like she's ever had a bad experience. Like,
I know. Yeah,
she's
very
with you
weird.
all of the time.
Literally always. Yeah. Yeah, very strange. So
Huh.
I'm like, we just gotta. That's your uncle. He's
Yeah.
a nice guy, I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it was fine.
Well, good.
I just woke up today on the wrong side of the bed, but I've shaken the anger.
Good.
I woke up pissed, you know? You ever be that way?
Oh,
Just
often.
angry for no good reason?
Often.
Often. You're just angry every day? So what?
I mean,
So,
I'm angry a lot
Well, stop. Why so mad?
because bitches suck.
I mean, you're not wrong. But you gotta, like, let it go, you know? Woosah.
I guess.
I guess. But I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too.
I'm happy for today. You actually got to hang out with us a little more than just,
I
like,
know.
a couple hours.
I wish that I could make Fridays the new norm, but you also have stuff going on Fridays all the time, so
Well, yeah, in the evenings. That's true. I guess.
it's better. It's better this way.
It's better
the
this
other way.
with the Thursdays.
Yeah.
All right. I guess.
And I make more money at work on Fridays.
That
so.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I worked yesterday because I
Had the meeting anyway.
had the meeting anyways, yeah, and I had missed 2 days of work, and I mean, I picked up Thursday before I was sick, but
Yeah.
I was like, I have this meeting at night anyways, and I'm taking Friday off, so I'll work Thursday.
Yeah.
It was painful.
So slow.
So slow.
Ugh.
My first 2 hours of the day, I did nothing.
Terrible.
And then one person came in. I did that, so that was like 15 minutes. And then I sat for another almost 2 hours.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I hate slow days like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the end of my days is just nonstop, but the last hour and a half feels longer than any of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because the kids are over it. I'm over it.
Everyone
Everybody's
just wants
over
to
it.
go home.
My daughter's like, when can we leave and see Dada?
Yeah.
Little baby's like, where the hell are my parents? I'm like, guys, we're going on a walk. I don't know. It drives me crazy.
I can imagine.
Hit my limit.
Yeah.
But, you know, anyway,
Anyways, I guess we should dive in.
finish this sucker
Yeah.
up. So, friends, you know what to do.
Yeah, you do.
Grab a gosh darn blankie
And a snack.
and a drink.
And
You could, like, practice needling
oh.
or knit.
Knitting,
knit a new
crocheting,
You could be wearing your in-progress blanket on your lap while you knit it.
or you can knit some socks to wear.
Oh, mittens, perhaps? We're almost to
Oh.
winter.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Earmuffs? Is that something that you could knit?
Probably. You just might need some, like, structure,
Yeah.
like a plastic rod.
Yeah.
That's not it.
I should have my mom make your daughter owl hat.
Oh, my God. You should. I've considered making her a costume, but that's a lot.
That just
As
seems
if
like a
I
lot.
have time.
And
is more the thing.
Also, how would you do it?
I found a thing that was like DIY owl costume on Pinterest or some shit.
Okay.
And it's just a lot of felt and a lot of cutting and feathers.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
yeah, it would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Is the moral of the story. And I don't have time to exist.
Ain't
let
no one
alone-
got time for that.
No. So I don't know what we're going to do, friends.
Hmm.
If for some reason you know where to get a Hedwig costume for a toddler, holla.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Because all the
Why
ones
don't
on the
they
internet
make that?
suck. I don't know. The one on Amazon is like trash.
It's really bad.
It looks so bad.
It's really bad.
It's like the stupid I guess every costume is made of that material, but you can tell it's like really thin and flimsy
Super
and
cheap,
icky,
yeah.
kind of itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's better in person or if it's just that bad.
I don't know. I looked
Maybe
at
it's
the
just
review
hard to
pictures and
photograph.
it's that bad.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
not a fan.
Bummer.
I don't know what we'll do. I guess you could just be a different owl.
Yeah.
But like Hedwig is
Or
the
you
best.
could make her a different Harry Potter character.
She could be okay. I think my nanny boy the one-eyed Annie, is being Dobby, actually. They have like
That's
a
very cute.
giant fox, the firebird phoenix guy, like bronze situation hanging from their ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope. And one day I was like, is that Fox by chance? And the dad was like, it sure is. Good eye. He's like, we're actually going as like our Harry Potter houses, and our son's going to be Dobby. And I was like, shut up. My daughter's going to be Edwig. Maybe.
You could make her Winky.
Winky?
Yeah.
Who's Winky?
The other little house elf. The drunk one.
Oh, yeah. Or she could be the really grumpy one from the Sirius Black's house.
Yeah, Creature.
Yeah, Creature. Or
she is grumpy.
She is hella grumpy these days. But the dentist did say she's getting all of her teeth at one time.
That's true.
What the heck?
Or you could make her find a way somehow. Maybe there's a costume for it. Make her... What is his name?
Which one? Describe him.
The
She could be a phoenix. She could be Fox.
She could be Fox. What's his freaking...
I have no idea. You have given me zero context clues.
The little big... I want to say griffin, but I know it's not a griffin. Maybe it's a griffin.
Oh, yeah, they're not a griffin. No, they're something else.
What's his name?
I don't know. Buckbeak.
Buckbeak!
We got there in the end.
Oh my goodness.
She could somehow. We would need like an end.
Yeah.
Back end.
Yeah. Imagine how freaking cute that would be.
It would be very cute, and she would hate it. Or she'd love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know with her. She's volatile.
Probably both.
Yeah. You know? Love it for a minute or two, and then be
Yeah.
like, get this off of me.
Yeah, and then when you take it off, she'll want it back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Naturally. I don't know. We have to find something.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Important.
And you're running out of time.
I know.
It's almost October.
I know. That's crazy.
I know.
I mean, by the time this comes out, it will be October.
You're right.
So.
This is our first episode of October.
It
Happy
sure
Halloween,
is.
friends.
I'm a monkey ghost, apparently. The ghost of monkeys past. Any freaking... Did I really scare you?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Anyways.
Anyway, we said we'd start, and then we chatted for quite a while. But it's time.
Quite a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at the end of last week's episode... everyone had moved in to Sector 45.
Yeah.
Everyone being Kenji and
everyone
Castle
but Adam and James.
All of them. And then Kenji's like, oh, by the way, Adam's coming. I told him you're still in love with him.
And that you miss him and you cry about him all the time.
Yeah. And so this week, Adam's here.
Yeah.
He shows
That's
up.
how we open up this section.
Yeah. With good old James in tow.
Yeah.
And Juliet's like, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. She
Yeah.
goes up to him and she's like, Kenji lied. And he was like,
I don't love you. And he's like, oh, I know.
He told me, but it
I knew
still
you were going to
hurts."
say that.
God, I hate that guy.
Yeah, me too.
He's so freaking obnoxious.
Yep.
And she's like, okay, then why the heck are you here? He's like, I just need to survive. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't find another way for James and I to survive this.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am.
Way to go, Kenji, though.
Uh-huh.
For being honest with him.
Owned up to it.
Instead of making Juliet do it.
Yeah.
But also, like,
Why'd you
Kenji
do
could
it
have
in
told
the
her.
first place? Yeah.
By the
Warned
way,
her.
I told Adam.
Yeah. You wouldn't have had to deal with any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're here now, and he makes some snide comments about Warner being her boyfriend and, like, how he's going to react. And she's like, he literally doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Like, your presence means nothing to him.
Yeah.
In nicer way, I think. But he's still,
Certainly.
like, talking smack. They still get into tiff about it. And she was like, you don't get to disrespect me like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have no place. Shut the heck up. We're done with this.
Yeah.
We're done. He
I
says,
really-
like, she cheated on him or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy.
You were broken up.
Really, though.
And then he... Sorry, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh.
I was, but it's really unimportant.
Oh. And then... Okay. Do you want to say it anyway?
I could.
Okay, tell me.
I love that she, like, stuck up for herself a
Yes.
little bit in that moment. I
I
was
did
like,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
go girl.
Hell yeah, girl. But
Girl
at one...
power.
Girl... Girl power. Yeah, she sticks up for herself. And at one point, in this interaction. Adam is talking about his power. He's saying that, like, you wouldn't wait for me until I mastered my gift, and, like, but watch this, and touches her, and, like, nothing happens, and he won't let go of her arm, and he's being a jackass about it.
And Kenji
comes up and freaking, like, pushes him off.
Yeah, Kenji tries to get Adam off of Juliet, and Adam's like,
Adam slaps Kenji's hand onto Juliet's arm.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at with my...
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
The evil cackle should have given it away. But nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
What?
Kenji's fine.
What?
Yeah.
And I think Kenji hits him or something. Maybe not. They
Yeah,
get in a
I'm
little
pretty sure he
tussle.
does. And he's like, dude, I could have died.
Yeah. I think he punches him in the
What
face.
the hell, Adam?
And his knuckles hurt.
What the
after
heck
that.
in?
You freaking idiot.
God.
Then Kenji's like, I need to cool off. I'm going to the corner. And Juliet's like, wait a minute. Nothing happened to Kenji. I wonder if, like, all of this practice I've been doing to contain my power means that I can touch people.
And she's like, I never even considered that as a possibility.
Yeah. Why not?
Why?
Come on, Juliet.
Jeez.
You don't only have to be touched by a select few.
Yeah.
You can be hugging everybody.
Come on.
And so she runs up to Kenji and she's like, bruh, I think I mastered it. And, like, hugs him and he's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And they have a cute little moment.
They have a cute moment.
Yeah, cuties.
God, I love them.
Me too.
I love Kenji.
I know, me too. But, yeah, things carry on as per usual.
They do.
They be training.
Yeah.
Warner and Juliet end up in this, like, professional vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of like they don't really talk anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't really look at her anymore.
No. He just, like, comes down to train her how to fight. He's like, you need to know how to defend yourself.
Yeah.
And throw a punch. And she's really bad at it. And you might hear my daughter. And so they learn a lot about fighting. She ends up getting better at it, obviously. And they're doing their thing. Everyone's training. Freaking Aaliyah, the girl who sketches all the time, like, creates a cool suit for Juliet.
Yeah, I think she's the one who made the first suit.
Yeah.
With the gloves and the thing for Juliet.
But this one, she, like...
I didn't, like, tie that together when we first met her in this book.
Me neither.
That it was the same girl.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever said her name before now or
I
not.
don't know either. Yeah.
No clue. But I was like, all right, cool. She made it, like, carbon fiber, meshed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole
And
cool
she doesn't
new
have to
suit.
have gloves anymore.
I know, because she can
But she
touch
still
people.
has knuckle things.
Brass knuckles, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. And they're just carrying on training. I mean, I don't feel like a ton happens.
No.
Minus the training. And then one day Kenji's like, I think we should train Juliet outside, like in a different environment and see, because she's starting to project. She can now, like, they'll throw something in the air with freaking Castle's telekinesis and she can, like, break it midair at any distance.
Yeah.
And she's getting really good at, like, using her power.
Yeah. And Kenji wants her to, like, be able to be in a more natural environment and, like...
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be, like, fighting in this training room. You know? They got to be...
on the terrain.
Yeah. Use
with the dirt.
Nature.
Use your dirt.
Come on.
And trees.
Yeah.
And anything
and
else that's out there. You slap someone with a bird.
I would be terrified.
Yeah, no thanks.
Ugh.
Birds have claws.
Yeah,
beaks.
and beaks.
They have diseases.
And they go, caw.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Swoop, swoop, bitch. No thanks. I'm good on wild birds.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No thank you.
Heavy pass.
Heavy, no thank you.
Yep.
And so, one day, Warner, when they wake up, because she still sleeps in his bed, and he still sleeps in his office.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta go off or see my mom today. And he's, like, really withdrawn and seems worried and all the things. And she's like, oh, what's going on? And it's his mom's birthday.
It's her birthday.
And he says something along the line, like, she asks him how he's doing with all of it or something. And he's like, I just never know what to expect when I see her.
Yeah.
Like, she can either be hysterical or comatose almost, or just not even know who I am.
Yeah.
Because she's so drugged up.
It's sad.
I know.
Poor Warner.
I know. And he's like, well, I can take you and Kenji out to train in the out parts. You just gotta be invisible.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put you in unrestricted territory.
Unrestricted.
Unmarked.
I'm pretty sure it's unrestricted.
All right. Anyway, something like that. Unregulated.
I think that's right. Unregulated. That's the one.
I was like, that feels wrong because I feel like it is restricted to be out there.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
Kenji and Juliet sneak all
They sneak
invisible,
into a
like,
tank.
yeah.
Invisible.
Yep. And as Warner's closing the passenger door, he's like, watch your legs, Juliet. She's like, can you see me? He's like, no, I just catch your vibe. I feel you.
I can feel you staring at me, you weirdo.
And Kenji gets in. He's like, your boyfriend's touching me. You need to get in the middle. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, and he ends up, like, pushing her at one point, and she, like, face plants into Adam's lap.
Warner's lap.
Or Warner's, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Adam's.
Oh.
Fuck that guy.
Ew.
No Adam lap.
No. No.
Yeah.
And then she's all embarrassed, and she's like, oh, thank God no one can see me blushing. I touched his wiener.
Yeah, it's probably for the better, Juliet.
That she touched his wiener?
Well, maybe, but I meant more that she was invisible.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah. You can also, like, excuse it on invisibility.
Yeah, you could,
Can you imagine not seeing your own body?
No, that'd be really weird.
Yeah.
That would make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
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 That would be intense.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they start tanking away. Are
Yeah.
you still thinking about it?
I am. Because listen,
I'm listening.
I'm very clumsy.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if I couldn't see my own body, I wouldn't be able to see where I'm stepping. Like, I would trip over everything is what I'm trying to say.
That's fair. Like, where do your legs
Even though I
land?
can still see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Where's my foot? I don't know.
It's invisible. Yeah, that'd be really weird and disorienting.
Yeah.
To be invisible.
Ugh.
I feel like, oh, then I just feel like I would feel like a floating consciousness.
Yeah.
Like you don't get a body. I guess you're still feeling things, but
That's true. But I feel like if I was invisible and I like moved my arm or something and couldn't see it, I would be like, am I really doing that? Or am I just like imagining this?
Am I alive?
Because I'm just a floating consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have an arm.
What are
to
arms?
Yeah, I can feel that, but am I just making that up in my head?
Is it just my brain's?
But I don't have a head because I'm just a
nerves?
consciousness.
Oh God, it's deep. Do you think Kenji has like a complex about that? He's like, is this my real form or is it my floating consciousness?
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, they tank around.
They do. They're tanking.
They're tanking. Scootin'.
I really enjoy that in this whole, all 3 episodes of this book, tanking has become has become a verb.
It has it. I guess I didn't notice.
Yeah, we say you
It's me.
say they tank around a lot. Every time we talk about tanks, you're like, they're tanking?
They're tanking everywhere, man. Well, they are, Sarah.
It's true.
They're tanking.
Yep.
And Warner drops them off in someplace. A compound that's all ruined.
Yeah.
And
Unregulated place.
That's right. And he goes off to his mom's.
Yep.
And Juliet.
Oh, and when he leaves them,
Yeah.
he's like, I'll be back in this exact spot in
2 hours.
2 hours.
Exactly 2 hours.
And you got to be here.
Yeah. I'm going to pick you up.
So,
And we're going to go back.
exactly 2 hours.
Yeah. Stresses that.
Yeah.
And so Juliet and Kenji have their little training session and nothing really comes of it. It's not very successful because they can't fucking see each other.
They can't see each other. So how are they supposed to communicate what they're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. They can't like, they're having
can't
trouble
point at
focusing on
things.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole flubber.
Yeah.
That evolved. Yeah. And so then the 2 hours is up. And Juliet and Kenji are waiting at the exact spot they were dropped off at.
They sure are. And Juliet's getting antsy.
Yeah.
She's like, Warner's never late.
He would never be late, especially knowing, like, this is a risky thing we're doing.
Yeah.
He would be on top of it, like, here on the second.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Kenji's like, it's probably fine for a little
Wait a little bit.
He
It's fine.
sings in an a cappella band somewhere. And she's like, what? No. You need to come with me.
Yeah.
He's like, how do you know where he is?
And
Just
she's
come
like,
on.
just trust me.
Shut up.
Do you remember how to get to this place?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, why?
These houses that we met at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they go and find Warner's mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenji's like, what the heck? And he's
Yeah.
like, well, Juliet's like, well, I gotta go in.
I gotta go in, but you can't come in.
Yeah.
You just stay out here.
Yeah. And wait for me.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Everything's gonna be fine.
And so she sneaks in still invisibly.
Yes.
But he's like, I don't know if I can project my invisibility powers through a house.
I've never tried it before.
I've never tried it. I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
She sneaks through the house, goes up to the rooms,
Mhm.
knows that there's one for Warner's old bedroom and a bathroom and etc.
His mom's room. Yeah.
Gets to the mom's room and opens it, realizing she's visible now.
Yeah.
But by that point, she can't stop.
Yeah.
And what does
And
she
we
see?
end this chapter on this like ominous, and I knew as soon as I opened the door that I couldn't turn back now.
Yeah, I know.
I
is
was
she
like, ooh,
captured?
Anderson's gonna be in there
again.
No.
Visiting the mom for the birthday. Plot twist.
Warner's in there, slumped in a corner.
Like fetal
The
position.
friggin' bed is empty.
Yeah, all the machines are off.
Warner's sad.
He's sad. And Juliet's like, oh God. And runs and like spoons him.
Yeah.
Cuddles him. He like leans into her
Spoon.
lap.
Yeah.
And they're there for like an hour.
Yeah.
She's just like holding him and comforting him.
Yeah. Poor
And
Warner.
I know. And when they finally leave the house, Kenji's already in the tank.
Yeah.
And they get in and they don't say much. And when they get back to base, Warner's like, I gotta go
Yeah.
do something. And Kenji's like, I followed you.
I followed you, by the way.
Yeah.
What the hell was that about?
And she's
And
like,
she tells him, doesn't she,
yeah.
that his mom died?
Yep. Warner's mom died.
Yeah.
So sad.
I know.
Poor guy.
But
And-
like, kind of good for her.
Yeah,
honestly,
she was in a lot of
she
pain
was-
constantly.
And I mean, how it, you know,
What kind of life?
what kind of life? Thank you.
Yeah.
What kind of life is that?
I
to
did
like
know.
be drugged up all the time and
Yeah.
not even remember your own kid.
I know.
It's sad.
It is sad. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And Kenji and Juliet are like talking. And he asks, like, I don't know, they're talking about Warner and about how he is way different than they think and how Kenji doesn't really know him. And she says something, like, alludes to the fact that she needs to, like, go to Warner and confess her love.
Yeah.
I don't know what she says, but Kenji's like, do what you gotta do.
I don't know either. I feel like she's just like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're talking about other stuff. I don't know. Whatever. She runs upstairs.
Yeah. Goes into Warner's room. Warner's.
Sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
And
She's like, hey,
hey,
I know you're sad, but I love you.
I love you. And he's like, no. No, 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 no. And she's like, it's true.
Can't you feel
I
it?
love
It's
you.
true.
Can't you feel it? I know you can feel emotions. I love you, baby. And he's like, ravenous.
Mm-hmm.
And freaking tackles her ass.
Yeah.
And they just go to town on
They
one
sure
another.
do.
They're kissing. They're touching.
Mhm.
They're undressing.
Yeah.
And that's about the extent of the sauce we get in these books.
Yeah, because YA.
Because YA.
It's
Yeah.
all behind the door.
Yeah.
Open the damn door.
Open the damn
God.
door.
I
Yeah.
want someone to rewrite these books in adult.
Yeah. Adult fashion.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I know.
Give me
I think that's part of my
sauce.
review. But yeah, now they love each other and they're
Yeah.
banging.
I mean, they've loved each other this whole time.
They
but
sure
now they
have.
know
Yeah.
what I mean.
They both know.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
solidified.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now they're banging all the time and like together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of Juliet's down in the room with all of her friends, the training room.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the plan that's coming up where they're going to like make a big show in front of Sector 45's soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about all that, about Anderson. And they are talking about the real names of Warner. And they ask about Warner's real name because they thought that was his first name, not his last. And she's like,
Yeah.
you'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
They're like, I wonder what Anderson's name is.
Yeah.
And
And Adam's like, it's
Paris.
Paris.
It's dumb. It's Paris.
Yeah.
Something. And at that moment, Warner is exiting the elevator, and he's like, how do you know that?
Yeah, and he loses his mind.
Yeah.
Attacks Adam.
Like, pins him to the wall. He's like, the only way you would know that is if you were part of his special
Yeah, who
guard.
the fuck are
Who
you?
are you working for?
How did you get in how did you infiltrate my property?
Yeah, he's all pissed.
Yeah.
Juliet's like, no, that's not what's happening
He's
here.
not a spy, I promise.
He's not a spy. And Adam won't open his damn mouth to say anything.
Yeah.
So Juliet's like, he's your brother.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God. Finally, they're told. And Warner's just like, what? And is all shook.
Yeah.
He and Adam both are shook.
Yeah.
And James is his brother too, obviously.
Yeah, but James is asleep this whole time.
Yeah.
So James still has no idea. Poor guy.
Poor guy. And then Adam and Warner like go sit in corners because they need time.
Yeah. They like go to timeout.
And Juliet's thinking about like if they'll tell James or if they're going to wait till he's older because that's a lot of a heritage to dump on a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, hey, by the way, your dad's a mass murderer.
By the way, your dad sucks.
Really terrible.
Yeah.
But then Juliet goes to talk to Warner and he's just like, you should have told me.
Yeah.
But he also is like excited to have brothers.
Yeah. Juliet asks him, she's like, well, would it have changed anything? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have hated him.
I wouldn't have hated him.
Because
she's
I
like, you don't hate him
understand.
anymore? And
Yeah.
She's like, no.
I understand his
I
plight.
understand him now. Yeah.
And I am like impressed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Ugh. I still hate him.
I do too.
And, and before they go upstairs, Warner like stops to talk to Adam
Mhm.
and he doesn't tell Juliet what he says, but he's like,
They just like have a moment.
yeah. He like touches his shoulder. They chat a
Mhm.
little bit. And Warner later asks, like, is this going to be weird for you? And Juliet's like, I've known a long time, buddy. No, it's not. And he's like, so you're okay with me spending time with him?
Yeah.
It's like, you should, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you so happy? I just want you to be happy.
Oh.
Stop
good.
it. So now he has brothers.
Yeah.
Good for freaking Warner.
Yay, Warner.
Yes. But then, Sarah,
Then
the day has come.
it has. They got to go make a show in front of all the soldiers.
I know.
Wow.
Whoa. Juliet's in her suit.
Yeah.
She goes
And they
up.
like go up invisible at first, right? No.
No.
She just goes up with Warner. Never mind.
They walk up to the same balcony that when she was like prisoner in quotations, Warner shot a guy.
Yeah.
And they come out and all the soldiers are confused as hell to see Juliet because they thought she was dead.
Yeah.
And Warner's like, hey guys.
Everything that you've been told is a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
And then Juliet takes the mic and she's like, I want to take down the reestablishment. And all of them are like in a fizzy.
At first, everyone's like, hey, oh no.
Yeah. And then she
How do
climbs
we
up.
trust you? How do we know you have a control on your power?
What's happening? Oh my
you're
God.
a liar.
Ah. Then she like climbs up to another balcony,
Mhm.
several stories up, like 100 feet in the air or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got you guys. I got you. Check what I can do. And just like parts the crowd.
Yeah, with her power.
Slowly. And then the rest of her little powerful group pop up in the center somewhere and do some stuff.
Yeah, they do something.
I don't remember what. I think
I don't
Castle
know
does
that
some
they-
telekinesis
Oh,
shit.
yeah, he lifts a tree up. He, like, pulls a
Oh,
tree
yeah, and then
out from
lightning
its roots.
guy
And then
frickin-
lightning guy lightnings the
Yeah. The tree.
and then, yeah.
It's a whole freaking show.
Kenji already did his work with the
Yeah.
invisible
Yeah.
thing.
Come on. They're all putting in something.
Yeah.
And
Except
then,
for Adam.
come on, fucker. Just kidding. His power's different, I guess.
I guess.
But then Juliet just jumps off the 100-foot thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, creates a freaking chasm.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, whoa, dude.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's cool, dude.
And they're all, like, in awe of her.
Yeah.
And so she and the rest leave while
Mhm.
Warner deals with it.
Yeah.
And when he comes down, he's like, everyone's on board. We have a plan. We're on lockdown now. I'm sure my dad's going to know about this within 5 minutes and we'll be here within a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so a day passes.
And then
Anderson's here
Anderson's here.
on a ship
But he's still on a ship being a wiener.
being a wiener.
Yeah.
But he has a bunch of guard coming with him too, his army.
Mhm.
And so they're all preparing to like fight.
Yeah.
While Kenji and Juliet are preparing to go to said ship
Yeah.
to take out Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like, hopefully he won't expect invisibility.
Yeah. That'll take him off guard.
Yeah.
And it does.
It does.
But they travel on foot.
Sort of, I guess.
Kind of. It's weird.
Not really.
I have a lot to say.
I have a lot of issues with the battle scene. We'll talk about it, obviously.
I have a lot of issues with this book.
Yeah.
But anyway, they travel on foot, get to the ship, they're invisible. Notice just hundreds of guards everywhere, both on land and on the ship.
Yeah.
And Juliet's like, what if I just like push him off into the water?
And Genji's like, okay.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
She just like whoosh, sweeps him off the ship.
Yeah.
And they start bolting.
Yeah, and
into
then
the
Kenji's
ship.
like, okay, well, now we gotta go because that's gonna alert
alarms.
people.
They're gonna lock it down soon.
We're here.
Yeah. They run in, and Kenji goes down into the ship first, and he's like, wait 5 minutes and then come after me. And when she gets down there, he's gone. I literally do not understand.
Did he say 5? I thought it was like 5 seconds.
Maybe. I don't know.
For him to get down the ladder. Okay, but listen.
What?
Also, he didn't communicate anything past that.
No.
It was just wait 5 seconds and I'll be down there. He didn't even say and I'll be down there. Just wait 5 seconds to follow me.
Yeah.
Not like I'm going to go down there and
Scout.
I'll be in this area.
Yeah.
It was just like, dude, you're both invisible.
Yeah. How are you going to find each other without
You gotta help each
talking?
other out here.
Yeah. Like, you could have said, wait at the bottom of the ladder. I'm going to scout the corners or something.
And I'll come get you.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get off the ladder and just stand right there and wait for you.
I'll catch you. Just fall. That would have been bad. Yeah, it was really stupid. And I also don't understand how he was just gone after however long. 5 seconds. Like, just completely gone.
Yeah.
What is that about?
But he wasn't completely gone either because Juliet was still invisible. So my other issue with this is later when we come to the room that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Or not even that. Never mind. When my other issue is that she's invisible for a long time after he disappears. And I feel like if he was captured or something, like his power would have stopped working.
You'd think.
Because he would have been focusing on something else.
Yeah.
Rather than keeping Juliet invisible.
Yeah.
So is he just fucking petering around the bottom of the ship, like doing nothing?
I literally have no clue.
Until he gets captured?
Yeah. I don't know.
Dumb!
I know. I hate that part. Hate it. But now Juliet's alone in this ship.
Yeah.
And soldiers are coming from every which way. She's like hiding in door frames. I imagine Spider-Man
she's
vibes.
in a ship. Like the hallways aren't very large. So when people come running down, she's like, oh God, they're going to run into me.
Yeah. This invisible person that I am.
That wouldn't be alarming at all.
No. So she's just like squeezing into door frames.
Yeah.
And then eventually she stops being invisible. So Kenji is out of range or whatever.
Yeah.
What have you. And she's like, well, I guess it's time. And just starts like decimating soldiers, knocking around left and right.
Yeah.
Freaking like Hulk smashing through the floors.
Through doors and floors.
Going down. She's like, how far down can I go?
Yeah.
And she's being shot at. We forgot to mention that Aaliyah, when she made her suit, was like, oh, by the way, you're basically indestructible.
Yeah, you're bulletproof.
Like, you could get shot at. I mean, the power, if you keep it at freaking electricum or whatever, like, you keep it on but not active. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then you could take bullets for no problem.
Yeah.
Sure
enough.
enough.
And it's not just the suit either, because, I mean, bullets hit her face and stuff, too, and then she's fine.
Yeah. I'm like, the suit maybe helps, but she's indestructible.
Wild.
And all of this, though, I'm like, it's too much.
Yeah.
She's like OP'd as fuck.
Yeah.
So overpowered. She's just standing there taking a rain of bullets. And then after they're done firing, looks down and she's like in a pool of
a
shells.
puddle of bullet
and is
shells.
just like slapping them into walls and fucking throwing them everywhere. And I'm like, come on. It's a little too much.
It is. And
so she keeps Hulk smashing her way down.
Yeah.
She's like, these don't seem right. I'm by a boiler. I'm sure Anderson would not want his office there. Let me Hulk smash. Keeps going. Finds a room. And Sonia and Sarah are in it.
Sarah and Sonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, you're alive. Oh my God.
And they're like, oh my God, I'm alive. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're alive. Kenji was here saying he's looking for you because he thought you were dead.
And just a couple minutes ago. Like, he just left.
Okay.
Why
were you exploring, Kenji? You should have waited at the fucking ladder.
Seriously.
I'm mad at him.
God.
Stupid.
And why, just, even if you're going to go explore, fucking communicate, dude.
Facts.
It's not that hard.
Straight up, Sarah, preach. Yeah, it's not a good ending.
Yeah, but then she's like casually like, I need to go find Anderson. And they're like, oh, he's just 2 doors down.
Yeah, and they're like, you're going to kill him. She's like, bet, I sure am. And so she starts heading to that door, and rather than like being stealthy at all, she just Hulk smashes.
Naturally. No, yeah.
And there's some other dude there.
Yeah,
who's
some blonde boy.
Sending pressure.
Sound waves?
Pressure sound. I don't know. Waves of
Something.
like a bomb reverberation vibe.
Yeah.
Bomb waves, shock waves at her in rapid succession.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's fucking
beating
her
her
up at
down.
first.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I gotta get a hold of myself.
I gotta get it together. And she stands and like powers through slowly as these waves are coming at her, and then she just grabs his throat and murders him.
Yep, squeezes.
And Anderson's shooting at her, and she's like, "Get me,
get it!"
like,
and then something happens, and she ends up on the ground somehow, and Anderson's like pointing his gun at her, and she just grabs his ankle.
Yeah, well,
and crushes it.
I think she separates his feet from his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, I just imagine him going like a cartoon.
Yeah, just like rips out his ankles. I don't know.
I think she just crushes him.
Yeah,
So
but
then,
he's falling in
Ow.
agony. Yeah, freaking Kenji's unconscious in the corner because of the seismic waves,
I
whatever the
guess,
hell they
yeah.
are. And she's still somehow okay.
Yeah.
She even mentions, like, Sarah and Sonny said there's, like, a bottom to my magic. Like, I could bottom out and be depleted. And she's still just trucking. I'm like, there's no chance.
well, she's definitely like feeling it.
Yeah,
she's
she's
like, I'm running out
exhausted.
of power. This is ridiculous.
But she's still doing, like, insane shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no chance you just took an entire clip of bullets and then crushed Henderson's ankles after you were
Being
shoving
beat.
soldiers everywhere.
that too.
And, like, Hulk smashing through every floor. Ay.
Also, we never got any explanation at all for where this boy came from.
Yeah, no.
With the waves, and that really pissed me off.
I know.
I'm like, I want to at least know this motherfucker's name.
I need his backstory. And she just freaking snapped his neck and called it good.
I didn't get any. You didn't even ask Anderson where he found him.
Like, hey, he's hurting me. What's good with that? He's got powers.
What's his name?
Yeah. Give me a first and last social, maybe.
Last four of his credit card number, please.
It's just a lot. We can talk about it in the review. But then she stands up and pow Anderson right in the freaking dome.
Yeah.
And she picks Kenji up, slings him.
When she shoots him, when she pows him, she's like, one for Adam and one for Warner.
Yeah.
Warner. I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy right now, so every time I say Warner, I want to say Warren.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see it. But then she slings Kenji over her shoulder, goes back to Sarah and Sonia, and is like, help him, fix him, oh my
Heal
god.
him, oh my god.
And so they do.
They do. It takes a while.
And they're like, he's going to be asleep for a little bit.
A few days.
Yeah. And so she carries his ass
Yeah.
back to Sector 45.
Listen, I have another gripe with this part. There
Yeah.
are 3 of them. Sarah and Sonia couldn't fucking help carry Kenji. Juliet just got merculated. And she then also...
I'm still like trying to like parse out the meaning.
I don't fucking know.
I liked it. I'm sorry. Carry on.
And Sarah and Sonia can't freaking help her carry.
I mean, like, she's real
Kenji.
strong, I guess.
Yeah, but she's tired.
I know.
She's got beat up.
But it was like pride that she didn't even ask. She could have been like, hey, take a leg each, you fucks.
I guess you're
She didn't
right.
say shit. She just
They should have
swung on the
offered,
left.
though. Like, hey, girl, you okay?
Stupid SS.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Not like Soviet or anything. Yeah. Anyway, she carries his ass all the way back to camp. And then she gives him to Sarah and Sonia. And is like, take him inside.
Please.
And she goes back to the place where she made her big announcement. And says,
gets the microphone
for all to
she's
hear,
like, hey,
Anderson's dead, bitches.
I'm taking over now, motherfucker.
I'm gonna rule your asses. Ha ha. And when she goes out to the battlefield where everyone's been battling, which we got absolutely nothing of.
None.
0 explanation or chapters about that.
Yeah.
She goes out and they're all kind of already at a standstill, assuming that, you know,
Word
people,
spread or whatever.
the soldiers that she knocked off the ship or whatever came back and were like, Anderson's got to be gone.
There's no way that she's not going to beat him.
Shit, just halt. You know, we're done. They didn't even try to help. Just left.
I don't blame them.
I mean, if I was knocked off of a ship by an invisible force,
I certainly wouldn't go back on the ship.
One, is it haunted? Two, but for that many at a time, it's like 200 soldiers that she just like swept. It's like cleaning off a table.
Oh, wee!
Yeah, with zero warning. But yeah, everyone's at a standstill. There is a number of dead bodies, whatever. They've been warring.
Yeah.
Not that we got any fucking description of it.
Not even a sentence.
Not even anything. Yeah, zero things.
Yeah.
Then she climbs up on top of a building, is just sitting there, hoping to see all of her friends.
Waiting for her friends.
Everyone,
she's like, I'm here.
Hello.
Anyone want to come and be like, wow, you did so good.
Yeah, good job, baby. And all of the people who aren't her friends are like cheering her on.
Yeah.
Excited that she's done it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all start coming from the crowd, all of her buddies, except for Warner. And she's like, where's my baby?
My love.
Where is he? Oh my God.
And then he just appears on the roof
Just
with
climbs
her.
up behind her. And she's like,
hey, baby.
like collapses in his arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think after that, they're just like, we did this one, but there'll be more. The whole world will be after us.
But at least we have each other, baby.
Yay.
I
End
love
scene.
you.
So, if this was originally supposed to be a trilogy,
Yeah.
what a
And that was the ending?
terrible ending.
Oh my God.
I would be pissed.
I would be rioting.
I would be rioting in the streets.
Yes.
People would think I was insane because they
Smashing
wouldn't know what the hell I
windows.
was talking about. It's trash.
Yeah.
And the writing wasn't nearly as good. Okay. What'd you rate it?
I gave it 2.5 stars. What did
Okay.
you rate it?
I originally was going for 3.5, but that feels entirely too generous.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to stick with you at 2.5.
Okay.
Right at mid-grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just... Do you want to tell me your things?
Sure.
All right.
I feel like nothing happened in this book
Yeah.
until the last 50 pages.
Yes.
And I hate that.
Yeah. Same.
I had entirely too much of Adam.
Oh God, I hate that guy.
He really ruined this book. A lot of what I hated about this book was Adam.
He just turned into such a whining little brat.
Yeah, he turned into like an emo little bitch.
A little bitch boy. Idiot.
Yeah. I feel like the writing was still good, but it wasn't as good as the first two
wasn't.
books. It was kind of poo.
It was, comparatively. I mean, there were some
Comparatively.
parts that were still, like, poetic and lovely, but it was few and far in between.
Yeah,
Compared.
I feel like the only times we get that, like, really good poetic writing is when Juliet is in turmoil of some sort.
Yeah.
And she was much more, like, put together in this book.
Yeah,
and
she's, like, confident and
yeah.
I'm a baddie.
I like her better when she's in peril. I like the writing better when she's in peril, I should say. Outside of all of that, though, I feel like the ending was very, very rushed.
Mm-hmm.
We said already that we got no description of the battle outside of Juliet's perspective.
Right.
And that was really, really disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know all of it.
Yeah.
I don't want just her perspective. And also, Kenji, what the fuck? God, that whole scene just, I'm still mad about it.
It's actually absurd.
It's trash.
There's no chance. There's no chance.
No chance. And there was no explanation about even Anderson's death. Like, it was just so quickly done.
Yeah.
That I just want more.
Yeah. I wonder if the novellas, because there's several more, fill in any of those blanks.
Maybe.
Like give you a Warner POV from the war or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That'd be nice.
I guess. I just wish it were in the fucking book.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Quit with the novellas and just make a longer book.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
And I understand that this is supposed to be YA, but like, do better. Children can understand. You know what I mean? Like, come
Sure
on.
can. Yeah.
And it's not even a children's book. It's YA, young adult.
Yeah.
We're still adults.
Adults in there. Come on. Yeah.
Overall, really disappointed.
Yeah. I feel that.
Especially after the first two books.
I know. It was a
They
really
were
terrible
so good.
third.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
And like you said, that this was supposed to be the ending of this story. I
would be so pissed.
would be
Maybe people were
so
really
upset.
pissed, and that's why she continued.
Maybe.
You know, they were like,
Maybe.
"What is that trash,
Maybe
Tahereh?"
you're onto something there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree with everything you said. All of it, Sarah. I was kind of bored through most of the book because actually nothing happened until the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it was Adam being a whiny little shit. I put that in here. And then Juliet and Warner caught in the slowest, like, the longest slow burn
Yeah.
yet.
A 3
like,
book
so
slow burn.
unnecessarily.
Yeah.
That by the time it happened, I was like, well, obviously. But, like, why did we wait so damn long?
Really, though.
Silly. And the ending was way too fast. Could have been way cooler, more detailed, and drawn out. Give me all of it.
Yeah.
Give me all of it.
Build it more.
Yeah. I wrote also happy for Juliet and Warner for finally consummating their love, but sad it's YA.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Give me some smut.
I
It's
said
not going to happen, but
I said earlier I wish someone would rewrite this series, but in adult.
yeah.
Because I feel like it could be so good.
It could be very good. I mean, the first 2 books were so good. This was a terrible follow-up.
I know.
Outside of that, I like that Juliet has come into her confidence and into her abilities and has really harnessed all of that, standing up to Adam and, like, really being in control of herself. But it feels like a transitionary book, and the fact that it's the 3rd in a trilogy is wild to me.
Yeah.
And now our main antagonist is gone. Like,
yeah,
what?
so where are we going with the rest? The other, we have what, 3 books?
Yeah.
And 3 novellas still?
Something like that. Yeah. And where are we going with it? So I put who's gonna be the antagonist? The world?
Yeah.
Because at the end Warren's like, the world's gonna be out to get us. And okay, so the rest of the reestablishment, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I
All
mean,
the
there's
other
leaders
sectors.
everywhere else. There's 500 and something sectors.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it. But I think now, after having talked to you, because it's fresh in my brain again, I'm also upset that Juliet is the most overpowered thing in the entire world. Like, that's so unrealistic and insane.
Yeah.
That she just completely single-handedly took out
An entire naval ship of
hundreds of soldiers.
Yeah.
And Anderson, and never reached a limit.
Yeah.
Like, even though a limit was theoretically there, never reached it after everything she just did.
Yeah.
Just skipped past so much. Like, I don't know. It felt slapped together.
Yeah.
And I hate that the action was literally like 10% of it. It all happened.
The last 50 pages.
Yeah.
If that.
I'm like, even this last section it wasn't even the full last section.
No.
At all.
No.
Like, not even close.
It wasn't even
There
half
was so
of
much
it.
build up to that, even in the last 100 and whatever pages we read for
An
this.
unnecessary build up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't anything exciting.
No.
Building
no,
up to it.
No.
The most action in quotes that happened was Warner's mom dying.
I know.
And that wasn't like okay.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't attached to her. I don't really care.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sad for Warner, but like, okay.
But he even was like, it's better this way.
Yeah.
It just wasn't it.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was bad, the 3rd.
Yeah.
So what did you guys rate it? What do you think?
Yeah.
Would you also riot if this was the last book?
I certainly would.
You want to riot with us even though there's more?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Organized rioting.
Yeah. But let us know your thoughts about this one. We'll meet at this place at this time.
And smash all the windows.
All of them
All
in
of them.
sight.
Every
Who cares
single
if nobody
window.
knows
And then
what
we
the
can
hell's
just go
happening?
home.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Just window smashing.
No big deal.
No.
So anyway, silly.
Yeah.
But next week,
disappointing.
it was. Next week,
I'm excited for next week.
we are not going to be sitting in Shatter Me anymore.
No.
One, because that was bullshit.
Yeah, I need a
We
break.
are going to read them, but like I'm mad.
Yeah, I need a break.
And 2,
And
because
October is the perfect time.
yeah, because it's freaking spooky season.
Yeah,
it is spooky month.
Whoop, whoop.
So we got to get spooky.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't know if this is really spooky, but
I don't know either, but it's witches.
yeah.
Yeah, witchy vibes. The nature of witches, in
Yes.
fact.
By
Rachel Griffin.
Griffin.
We're doing chapters 1 through 20, I believe is what I said.
Yes.
Great. So for next week, pick up and read.
Just
The
pick it up.
Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, chapters 1 through 20.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this.
I
We've
am
both
too.
been wanting to read it for quite a while.
I love a witchy vibe.
Me too. And we've been reading them on our own, so why not do one for the podcast, especially for October?
Yeah. And the cover of this book makes me think of fall.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Fall witches.
Also, nature.
Come on. Come on. I know. It makes me feel like it's going to be like an earthy witch vibe instead of like, what?
I was like, I remember reading the back of this book, and I know that it's about something that sounds really good, but I can't remember. And I read the first sentence, and it sounds really good.
Does it? Let me look at it.
Yeah.
Or you tell me what it says.
For centuries, witches have maintained the climate, but now their control is faltering as the atmosphere becomes more erratic. The storms more destructive.
Oh.
I'm really excited
I'm
for
excited
this
too.
book.
I've heard great things about it. So freaking strap in and read it with us, friends.
Yeah.
For next week. And then we're going to do that for a couple episodes. And then it's almost Halloween. And there's going to be a Halloween special. So get excited.
Get excited.
You better, because I'm excited.
Do it or
Yes.
else.
But anyway, Sarah.
Yeah.
What the heck else have you been reading lately?
Well,
This week.
I finished this week Daughter of No Worlds.
Yeah.
By Carissa Broadbent.
What'd you rate it?
I gave it 5 stars.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
What else?
I also read Going Rogue by Janet Ivanovich, which was a ride. I gave it 3 stars. And I read, I think, 104 pages of The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to do this one too.
That's fine.
And then our buddy read, we're reading Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty.
Yes, queen.
And we read 141 pages of that this
Sure
week.
did. That mother trucker is juicy.
It is.
So
We're
good.
so close to the end, though.
I know.
I'm so excited. And then when we finish that, guys,
guys,
we're going to read Crescent City.
sure are. We still have not. And we are SJM stands.
Yeah.
It's insane. Insane.
Insane.
Insane. Yes.
But what did you read this week, Danielle?
I listened to all of The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller
Mm-hmm.
and gave that sucker a 5-star.
Woo woo.
That shit rocked
Hell
my
yeah.
world. That's dramatic, but it was very good. It sounds weird too. And I listened to all of Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, the first in the series,
Woo woo.
and gave that sucker a 3.5. Rounded up on Goodreads.
Who's
and
it
it's by
by?
Rick Ryerson.
Okay.
Is that right? Was it Son or Dunn?
Son.
Ryerson.
Yeah.
Great. And then outside of that, I read 129 pages more of Quicksilver by Callie Hart.
Woohoo.
And I started listening to the first Game of Thrones book, A Song of Fire and Ice or something,
Okay.
by George R. R. Martin. I'm only 1% in of a 34-hour audiobook. So
It's a hefty ride you've
it's a
got
thick
coming.
boy. I know. But yeah, it was a pretty decent reading week. Empire of Gold was probably my fave. Well, Song of Achilles is
Song
good.
of Ice and Fire.
Song of Ice and Fire. I think I said Fire and Ice. I
think
just
you did
mixed them up. All right.
Wow.
Wow. What did you guys read this week?
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about our current reads outside of podcast stuff, then you should go to our YouTube channel
Yeah.
at Books and Crannies Podcast.
Yeah. And listen to our weekly reading check-in.
Yeah, we review a lot of books.
Yeah.
We chat about them. We have a good time.
Yeah, we do.
And you can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Books and Crannies Podcast, where we post short form content that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And subscribe and follow. Do all the things.
Yeah. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please leave us a rating.
Please. It'll help us out so much.
Yeah.
And The Nature of Witches next week. Friends, 1 through
Chapters
20.
1 through 20.
And I hope you have a great freaking week.
Yeah. And happy friggin' reading.
Happy reading.
And we love you.
We love you. Okay.
Rate our podcast.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.